Okay, so today in this video, we're going to discuss how Japanese people are generally on code when it comes to, specific issues that target their culture, specific issues that target that basically their culture, as opposed to black people, when black people are never really in unison about nothing. Okay, so if we look back at the Gucci situation, if we just have a little flashback with the Gucci situation, where they were doing blackface sweaters and they were making little key rings that resembled blackface, and they were making fun and mockery of slavery and what the ancestors went through. But Floyd Mayweather went into the Gucci store, and he ended up buying stuff from the Gucci store, even though he knew minutes before the TMZ guy told him, you're gonna get in trouble you're gonna get in trouble for this, right? You do realize that they're gonna be mad at you because they're supposed to be boycotting Gucci because of what Gucci did to disrespect black people, but Floyd Mayweather went in there to buy from Gucci anyway. Now, that's not to blame Floyd, because Floyd is definitely my favorite boxer of all time, and I do respect Floyd very much. But we're not just talking about Floyd here. In general, black people are never on code in unison about anything, okay? And I'm not in unison about certain things too, because I never agree with black people either, you know? But that's the reason why we are never gonna reach anything in this world, and that's why black people will never reach anywhere. Obviously individually, I'm gonna do my best to reach whatever I want, but let's get into this article real quick and let's talk about what happened with Kim Kardashian. Okay, so basically she came out with some shapewear, and she made a mockery of the kimono, which is the traditional Japanese garment that goes back centuries. So it resembled, something very important for their culture because it's dating back to the 15th century and is typically tied with a sash. But Kim Kardashian, she made a mockery of that because she changed the way it was shaped. So, like the shapewear that she has, it doesn't even resemble a kimono. This is what the Japanese woman is telling the BBC. And because of what it means to their culture, the kimono, and because of what that means to Japanese culture, they have a problem with that. Now, look at these tweets and think about how on code and how much in unison they are. Typically, they have the same, what do you call it? Typically, they have the same responses. Thanks for butchering Japanese culture. My culture is not your plaything. You don't have any respect for people who are not your family, do you? In the 15 years developing this project, couldn't you find a cultural advisor? Okay. I feel very sad that the name kimono is being used to something completely different from what we Japanese know about it. Kimono is Japanese traditional clothes, and we are very proud of its history and culture. I'm sorry, but I feel this name choice is simply ignorant. What did she call it again? I think she called it. What did she call it? What did she call the whole thing? She called it kimono. Okay. But a kimono is different. It looks like this. See this right here? This is how a traditional kimono looks like. But that's not a kimono, that's underwear. That's that's something you wear to sleep and shit. That's that's lingerie. I don't get it. That's lingerie. Oh, okay, so she's reshaping what the kimono looks like, and they took it as disrespect. See, small things just like that. Small little things like that. Like the blackface thing is completely different to this because all Kim Kardashian really did was just just basically change a bit of their clothing that's dating back to their history in the 15th century. But blackface sweater was definitely more disrespectful. But see, they're in unison about things that are as small as this. Man, black people ain't shit. Like they ain't finna make anything happen. They're not gonna do nothing. Never gonna reach anywhere. Gonna be in the same situation they're gonna be in the. It's never gonna change ever. The underwear designed to create smooth lines on the clothing is available in several different colors. Okay, so for many Japanese people, wearing a kimono is a way of maintaining a connection with history, culture, and one sense of being Japanese as lifestyles and wardrobes become more westernized. Some see Kim Kardashian wears products as stripping the Japanese meaning from the word, and there are fears this could have dire consequences on a struggling traditional industry. You know, Japanese people are definitely very, very proud of their heritage, very proud to be Japanese, blah, blah, blah. Now they are, they definitely are because even if you look back at World War Two, okay, if you look at the battle of Okinawa and the battle of what was it again? I forgot the other battle. But even if you look back towards 1944, when they were fighting the U.S. in World War Two, they literally fought to the last man against the Americans. Okay, they would rather die than surrender, and that basically, you know how that ties into what I'm talking about is that they're very proud of being Japanese. You think black people would lay down their lives like that? Rather die than surrender, fight to the last man? They wouldn't do no shit like that. I'm telling you guys, like, they wouldn't do that. Okay, let's look at. Okay, now let's do a contrast to the Gucci situation, okay? Let's look at how black people reacted with the Gucci situation. Whatever, let's look it up. Okay. Whatever, boycott, blah, blah, blah. Who wrote the article? An Indian girl wrote the article. An Indian girl? What? I actually fuck with Indian girls. Like, I smashed one time ago, but why is she doing. Okay, let's read it, whatever. A number of celebrities have publicly condemned blah, 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 and have vowed to boycott it as a result. They made an apology, just lip service, you know, whatever. Okay. Okay, why would you destroy a Gucci product you bought? I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. Okay, see, Floyd Mayweather, look right there. Okay, so you think the Japanese with the kimono situation with Kim Kardashian, you think the Japanese would have a single person saying that Kim Kardashian is right? Kim Kardashian is good for coming out with this type of underwear and this type of clothing brands, disrespecting our culture, and they would be okay with that and they would go buy it and put it on social media for millions to see. So, Floyd Mayweather, not on code. So, this is basically a far cry. Okay, look, black people are never in unison about nothing, okay? Like, whenever I hear black people talk about how they're gonna boycott something or how they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, they're just talking. Like, you guys need to understand that these people ain't gonna do shit. None of them. Like, George Zimmerman's still walking around, killed Trayvon Martin. Ain't nobody gonna do a single thing to that guy. So I know you guys are pussy because you're not gonna do nothing. You're just gonna talk. And don't tell me what am I doing because I it's not my job, right? Just like you think it's not your job, it's not my job to go handle George Zimmerman because it's not my job, okay? But anyway, let's look into the kimonos. So basically these are completely different to what Kim Kardashian is marketing over here. She looks fire over here though, I ain't gonna lie, like for sure. Look at how good she looks. Not really, honestly, because she looks a bit old there as well. Like too much surgery. Too much surgery, yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Okay, so okay. Don't steal our culture, okay. Others fear people might start to associate the kimono with Kardashian West rather than Japan. So okay. So they're gonna be like, okay. So they're gonna be thinking the kimono is actually Kim Kardashian's kimono right here instead of the traditional kimono, and then she's gonna take the meaning out of the word. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, the word does not belong to Kim Kardashian. Okay, see how these people are on code? Like, man, black people ain't shit, man. That's all I finna say. But anyway, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out, whatever. Peace.